Once upon a time, in a small riverside town, there lived a young man named Ravi. He was gentle and kind, but painfully shy. Ravi loved music more than anything. He played the flute beautifully. His melodies could calm even the crying of a child. But he only played when no one was watching. Whenever people asked him to perform, he would blush, stutter, and run away. The thought of being judged made his heart race. And so, he hid his gift in silence. His father, a simple fisherman, often said, "Son, what use is a song that no one hears?" But Ravi only lowered his head and smiled sadly. Every year, the king held a grand festival where the best musicians performed. The winner was rewarded with gold and honor. Ravi's friends urged him to join. "You played better than all of them," they said. But fear whispered in his ear. What if you make a mistake? What if they laugh? And so, he never went. One day, while returning from the river, Ravi saw an old man sitting under a tree, playing a strange wooden flute. The music was simple, yet it touched his heart. When the tune ended, Ravi approached him shyly. "Sir," he said softly, "your music is beautiful." The old man smiled. "Then play something for me, young one." Ravi froze. I can't play in front of people." The old man chuckled. "Then play for the wind." The wind never judges. Ravi hesitated, then lifted his flute. As he played, the wind carried his notes over the water. When he finished, the old man said, "See?" The wind listened, and yet it didn't laugh. Over the next few days, Ravi returned to the same spot. The old man, who was actually a wandering monk, gave him a task each day. On the first day, he said, "Go to the market and play one tune even if no one listens." Ravi's hands shook as he lifted his flute. At first, the crowd ignored him. But a small child stopped and clapped. That single clap gave him courage. On the second day, the monk said, "Teach 3 children a simple tune." Ravi protested. "I am not a teacher." The monk smiled. "You only need to share what you know." So Ravi taught them. Their laughter, their joy, it washed away his fear bit by bit. On the third day, the monk gave his hardest test. "Tomorrow is the king's festival," he said. "You must play there." Ravi trembled. "No, I can't." "The crowd, the king, I'll forget everything." The monk looked at him gently. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move despite it. Play for the wind as you always have. The next day, the festival began. The air buzzed with music and color. Ravi stood behind the stage, his flute heavy in his hand. When his name was called, he wanted to run, but then he felt a soft breeze. It brushed against his cheek. Just like that first day by the river,